What's up, Go to Ones? Frank from the Go to Guild here, your favorite product marketer. Today, we're going to go into the big battle that everybody's been talking about. It's the talk of the town. Everybody knows that these two don't like each other and they are competing very hard. And I'm obviously talking about OpenAI and Google, obviously. So, OpenAI launched GPT-4o. You like that? You like how I did that? Well done. Try to keep it topical, guys. They launched GPT-4o, which is a new type of model that's really interesting. And then the next day, Google decides they're going to launch their generative video model. Um, so we're going to go through both of these and kind of see their different approaches. Um, OpenAI doesn't seem to have, I don't know, they treat things like blog posts. So it's an announcement that it's not really like a permanent page in the normal way, but let's see what they got. With this stuff, it's about the technology at the end of the day. So I do like this. They have places for you to try it in ChatGPT, Playground, the live demos that they did, and then I guess to see the contributions to the software. This is okay. Just landing on this page doesn't really show you what it's about, right? Which I think is something that I guess they don't really think about. OpenAI doesn't seem to care that much about product marketing stuff because they're doing so massively well because the technology is so far ahead. But I think they are going to have to think about it more um, as other people get into the space and figure out better ways of showcasing the use cases, because this technology is really about how can I implement it into a system, and sometimes you need to shoot people into the right direction, and if they don't get that spark of creativity with your software, then they don't end up using it, right? So even though it might seem like overkill, I think it's kind of important. So let's check out this video.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey there, it's going great. How about you? I see you're rocking an open AI hoodie. Nice choice. What's up with that ceiling though? Are you in a cool industry style office or something?
Well, can you take a guess at what I might be doing based on what I'm showing you here?
From what I can see, it looks like you're in some kind of recording or production setup.
So this is essentially the Jarvis or current company Martin, which I'm an investor in, trying to be the personal assistant using kind of multimodal communication, takes in the audio, takes in the video. I'm assuming you could put some text in there too if you'd like, and be able to reason as quickly as it's doing is pretty mind blowing. So round of applause because that was pretty epic. Can respond to audio inputs in as little as 232 million milliseconds. Which to that I have to say,
God damn, homie.
that is pretty epic. That's kind of the only frustrating part of some of these models is the speed, and the fact that the speed is getting that good is crazy. But in terms of the page, this is a good kind of intro video. It shows you one way of using the technology, and I think what I would want, let me just think, what questions?
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
I'd want to know, what I would like to see is how good the reasoning is across other modalities, not other modalities, other verticals, right? So it's like whether it's communication about history or ideation for business, or it's advice for a particular project you're working on, those type of things. People want to see this in those types of contexts. So I wonder if they have anything like that. So they have two GPTs interacting and singing. Don't care. Interview prep. That could be interesting. Rock, paper, scissors.
Hey, I'm Alex.
And I'm Miana.
Hi, Alex and Miana. Nice to meet you both. How's it going?
It's pretty cool. We're trying to figure out what should we play. Do you have any suggestions?
Absolutely. How about a classic game of rock, paper, scissors? It's quick, fun,
I think
and you
that
don't need
sounds
any.
great. Can you count us in and sound like a sportscaster?
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the ultimate showdown of the century. In this corner, we have the dynamic duo, Alex and Miana, ready to throw down. in
Okay,
a
just
fierce
count us in.
All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, shoot. Now, show your hands. What did you pick?
Who won?
Would you look at that? It's a tie.
Okay, let's
that
do
was
it
a
again.
close- Round 2.
So these seem like silly examples, but this is exactly what I'm talking about. That this is not a scenario that I thought of, right? This gives me ideas like, okay, what other in-person games can I use this to create a game of some type and be the arbiter of truth using, some communication like this? Like, can I play, I don't know, have rules for, let's say it's King's Cup or whatever it is, and the AI can essentially enforce the rules and say, oh, well, John is supposed to say this every time somebody picks a card or something like that. These are the things that spark people's creativity, and I think it's important to have different types of videos in order to do that. And I do like how they did that here, because I wouldn't have thought of rock, paper, scissors personally. Sarcasm. Humor is just so polarizing that I can't see the humor part being very good. Point and learn Spanish, meeting AI, real-time translation, lullaby, talking faster, happy birthday. This is not the best way to display these things because there's so many of them. Most people aren't going to click through all of these. Probably better if they organize this in kind of sections of different areas to think about. But it's great that they have those videos. Obviously, they're pretty impactful. What I would do if I was them, I would work. I guess they do have I think they have a TikTok, which I don't know if TikTok's gonna be around in a year, but to find ways to share new ways of using the technology every day is what I would expect from them. So this part is explorations of capabilities. Input: a first-person view of a robot typewriting the following journal entries. Okay. Yeah, so it's just explaining how this model is different structurally. It seems like it doesn't just convert text to audio and back. It's kind of interpreting it in that format, so you get all the proper inputs of tone and accentuating certain words for importance. This is the statistical stuff, which some people will care. Average person probably doesn't care. Developers will care a little bit. Model safety is an important part to think about. I do like this. They actually put limitations.
So let's root for the home. Et après les chansons,
Oh no! What was that?
Sorry, guys. I got carried away.
Yeah, you
Talking in
did.
French. Guilty as charged. What can I say? Sometimes I just can't help myself. Ready for another round?
بدنا ايه أكل صيني بسان فرانسيسكو فيك تساعدني؟
San Francisco 是一个很不错的城市。
I have a feeling that went very wrong.
Hello.
Yeah, this is something rare. I rarely see companies share the things that go wrong with it. I think it's a show of confidence to show that this might not be for you if you're trying to do something in this area. It's better to have people be informed than to pretend like everything is perfect with your technology. I think that's a pretty commendable thing that they did here. But like I said, there's a million more examples that would be interesting to show people. And I just wish they would find more ways to show that, to showcase. There should be like a showcase part of OpenAI. I think that would be cool. People can say, I want to put, what we're working on up here and maybe get a little bit of traffic because OpenAI is promoting all the cool things that people are doing with OpenAI software. I think that would be awesome. But this is a very basic page. Hero wise, I got to give it like a, I get what it is. A little bit. I honestly feel like kind of underselling it, to be honest. But I would give it a 7.5 on this hero part, just because the video is technically not part of the hero. The page is very basic. It has the right elements. I just think it could be displayed a little bit better. I think this stuff, my hunch is like this stuff doesn't matter to people as much as they think it means. Like the new token compression. Yeah, like I don't know why this is taking up such a big amount of their screen real estate. Model evaluations is another thing that I think is like interesting to some developers, but I think it's more at this point like people like the other competitors are not close enough to them where that type of optimization really matters. What matters more is having this new capability in terms of the timing, and coming up with creative ways to implement it in software. That's, to me, what's most interesting and what's going to get people to use OpenAI who maybe don't see a particular need for attaching it to their business. But to be honest, this is going to be a part of every business, for better or for worse. So we're going to give it 7.5 on the hero, and then 7.2 on the page. I don't think the page is that great. It's clean, but it's not going to inspire a random person enough. It has the elements, it just needs to be reformatted. So let's check out Veo, which is new generative video model from Google. I've seen Facebook with the Meta Ray-Bans. They do this type of thing where the focus of the whole backdrop is showing you examples of how this works. And these, to me, are pretty impressive. I think what I would do, I would put in the top right what the prompt is on top of this. That would make this a little bit more impressive because obviously somebody is prompting this and generating this. I'm assuming this is like text to video, but it might be, maybe it's some other inputs. But if it is text to video, this would be a scenario where they would want to showcase exactly what people are putting in. I guess I'll see it later on the page. But in terms of a hero, this is like very impactful. You're like seeing what the content is. Like I could show this page to someone who is not technically savvy, and they would be impressed with this. So very nice done.
Damn!
Yeah, I like this. And call to action to sign up. I'm trying to remember if they do have the try buttons, but pushing people to one thing I think is probably the best. So hero wise, I'm gonna give this a solid 8.6. What am I supposed to see?
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
I want to see capabilities, different styles are interesting to me. How do you communicate style to generate these things? I guess speed, how long it takes to generate video is important information to have, and just more examples with the prompt, so we can kind of put this all into context as to what's possible. So let's see for the rest of the page. Most capable video generation model, 1080p, nice. That's cool. Bring some of Veil's capabilities to YouTube Shorts and other products. That's interesting, because YouTube said they're gonna tag all the stuff that is AI generated, so I guess they'll tag their own stuff. A lone cowboy rides his horse across an open plain at beautiful sunset, soft light, warm colors. That's amazing. That's what that looks like. Yeah, pretty impressive. I like that they have a bunch of examples for you to look at once. You can zoom in on the one that is most impactful for you. For me, it's this barbecue one. It's pretty epic. Extreme close-up of chicken and green pepper kebabs grilling on a barbecue with flames, shallow focus, and light smoke. Vivid colors. I mean, what the hell? This is ridiculous. Like, when I do these reviews, it's not about the technology, it's about the page, what can be communicated better. Good lord, this is like insane what is possible. Like a year ago, when I was looking at Runway and tried it out, I'm like, this is horrible. And now I look at this stuff. Runway's probably better now, but we have progressed so much. Greater understanding of language and vision. To produce a coherent scene, generative video models need to accurately interpret a text prompt and combines information with relevant visual references. Advanced understanding of natural language, visual semantics, video generates video that closely follows the prompt. It accurately captures the nuance. Yeah. Many spotted jellyfish pulsating underwater. Their bodies are transparent and glowing in deep ocean. What? Oh my goodness. I'm curious about how it does people. Because I did notice the only person here is silhouetted. And I think that might be by design. Yeah, these like aerial shots, definitely something that wait a second. When given both an input video and editing command, like adding kayaks to an aerial shot of a coastline, Veo can apply this command to the initial video and create a new edited video. No way. No way. That is crazy. That is crazy.
What the hell did you just say?
That's epic. I mean, you can see some of the loss of definition. This part. So I was. Wait a second. Why does this look so? Like, this looks better. The lighting looks better on this one. This is so. Wait a second. I'm confused. Prompt: drone shot along the highway. Drone shot along highway. Kayaks in the water. Is the input video also? Okay. I was confused. I thought one was like an actual drone shot and the other was a prompted shot. When given both an input video and editing command, like adding kayaks to an aerial shot of a coastline. Veo can apply this command to the initial video. Yeah, I don't know if I'm just stupid. I just don't fully understand it, because from the text it's saying this is providing the input video and the prompt, and then this is the output, and then I don't know. I don't know. And it's pretty bad that I can't tell the difference. I really can't. In addition, as far as mass editing, it will change specific areas. So it's like the in-painting part. These sections should be titled a little bit. Maybe people could zoom in on the part they care about. Wearing knit wool sweaters, graffiti background, sunglasses. Alpacas dancing to the beat. Veo can also generate a video with an image as input along with the text prompt. By providing a reference image in combination with a text prompt, it conditions Veo to generate a video that follows the image's style and uses prompt instructions. So I guess this is an input video. They should, I don't know why it's not marked, but this is a prompt using whatever their other generative AI model. I forget what they're calling it. They have got like 20 names for their stuff. But it's pretty impressive to go from this to this. I can imagine people taking like Banksy's graffiti and then having them like jump off the wall and see like what happens when, you know, the flowers are thrown or whatever it is, you know. Interesting. Fast tracking shot through a bustling dystopian sprawl with bright neon signs, flying cars, and mist. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, pretty impressive. Cross video frames. Consistent cross video frames. This is also amazing. In terms of the page, it's okay. This page I feel like is I guess some of these are a little bit more technically focused, which I understand. They're looking for developers to work with Donald Glover. Interesting.
Well, I've been interested in AI for a couple of years now. We got in contact with some of the people at Google, and they had been working on.
This makes a lot of sense. Like, this is smart. And in comparison to the GPT-4 page, there's an assumption that people are just gonna like pick it up and be like, oh, I get it, and I'm gonna build stuff, and it's happening. I'm not saying it's not happening, but we're dealing with like the minutia of like, how can we optimize it a little bit more? How can we get more people to like see what's possible? And having somebody who is like respected as a creative like Donald Glover is helps to showcase why this is important and why you should be thinking about them. It seems like OpenAI is not really thinking about that. I know they are doing some partnerships and have some people that they work with, but this actually elevates the page a lot for me. It's like another type of testimonial, and I think it's a little bit more specific to this type of content, because you need the social proof of somebody who is really trying to use this in their workflow, and that's what you're trying to convince people of. Like, why does this work in their workflow better than somebody else's model? So it's something to think about. So we're gonna give this 8.8 on the page, 8.6 on the hero. That's Veo. Just Google Veo and you can find this. GPT-4o. These are both incredible pieces of technology. not to be minimized by my, little on the margins criticism of their pages, but impressive stuff. As always, brush your teeth, walk in the corner. Check me out. Go to Gil.com. Hire me to do some product marketing for you. Denbo out. Denbo out.